today is a stunning day in Libra season. I'm wishing you all happiness, clarity, and freedom. I hope you are taking care of your life. I hope you are enjoying your everyday life, making every day the best day possible, treating every single day like it's your last. That's what it's all about. What is there not to be grateful for? It's a absolutely stunning day in Libra season. Give thanks. Give thanks. So, in this installment of Freedom Speaks, today, what are we talking about? Today, we are talking about how everything changes after you have a spiritual awakening. Everything changes after you have a spiritual awakening. I'm filming this on a Saturday, and Saturdays are one of my favorite days of the week. Saturn Day, the day we face our restriction, the day we face our blockages, okay? I love Saturdays. But anyways, to the topic of the video, how everything changes after you have a spiritual awakening. After you have a spiritual awakening, basically, the big thing that happens is that your energy rises, right? Your energy rises up and your heart opens and your third eye opens. I remember back when I first started to meditate, back when I first started to do spiritual things, right? My diet changed, my daily habits changed, the things I tuned into changed, the YouTubers I watched changed, everything changed when I started to wake up. And I remember how when I first started to wake up, I would really notice the pinging third eye sensation. I was really feeling my third eye opening. And this is what I feel. This is why I feel is the reason why everything changes when you have a spiritual awakening. When you have a spiritual awakening, you are now open to everything, to infinity. You are now so much more open. You see, in this world, most of us, 99% of us, have become so closed off. We have become so closed off. Our pineal glands closed, our hearts closed, our energy centers blocked from traumas. We have trauma and then we don't do the inner work, and it stays in your body, it stays there, and the days go by and we're just living the same way. And so many of us are restricted and blocked every single day. But when you have a spiritual awakening, when you start to change yourself, you see, spirituality, it's not like a religion, it's not like a way of life. Maybe it's kind of like a way of life, but to me, it's everything. It's the seasons, it's this whole planet, it's the whole life experience, right? I don't put spirituality into a single box. It's not a single thing. It's not a single aspect of life. It is life. Kind of like astrology, how astrology deals with every aspect of life. It's not just a single topic to me. It's literally everything. It's this whole solar system. It's everything, okay? And that's how I treat spirituality. So when I say you have a spiritual awakening, it's just life. Your life is changing. It's the changes of the seasons, the changes of your life. Okay, and everything changes. Everything changes. The wind starts blowing. Everything changes when you have a spiritual awakening. And let me tell you a little fun fact about the spiritual awakening is that once you have a spiritual awakening, you probably heard this before, but once you have a spiritual awakening, there is absolutely no going back. There is no going back to your old way of life. Trust me, I've tried it and it doesn't work. You always return back to who you are, because once your consciousness rises, it's risen. Like you've had a spiritual awakening, you've woken up, and there is no going back to your old life. There is simply no going back to your old ways of life, the old things you used to do, things you used to watch, people you used to hang around. Okay? This is why everything changes when you have a spiritual awakening. So what are some specific things that you might expect when you have a spiritual awakening, right? When you wake up, when you have a spiritual awakening, what are some actual things that are going to change? Well, first off, your day-to-day life is going to change drastically. Your day-to-day life is going to change drastically. What you do right when you wake up. Okay, what I used to do right when I wake up in the morning, I used to check my phone, check my Instagram, check my Snapchat, check everyone else's story, see what's going on, right? Send a few streaks to people. Literally, that's the first thing I would do. I would wake up, grab my phone, streaks, picture of random anything on Snapchat, streaks to all my people. Remember that? I don't know if you guys know what streaks are, but we used to do that on Snapchat. That's what I would do. That wasn't even that long ago. That's what I would do every single morning right when I woke up. Now, right when I wake up, the first thing I do, I'm drinking some water and I'm meditating. I'm going within because I realized everything is within me. I don't have to check somebody else's Snapchat story to see what's going on. I have to check within myself to see what's going on, to see what kind of energy I'm feeling today. This is how everything changes when you have a spiritual awakening. And now I actually just started writing a gratitude journal so I can remind myself, program my mind for gratitude. Wonderful thing you might want to start doing as well. But what else during your day-to-day life changes, right? So your day-to-day habits are going to change. What you tune into is going to change. The type of content that you watch is going to change, right? I'm sure you guys used to watch a ton of different stuff on YouTube, a ton of random stuff, entertainment stuff, but now if you're watching this video, you probably watch a lot of content like this. You probably watch a lot of spiritual content, self-help content, self-development content, and I want to tell you that you are on the right path. You are doing something right. If you are bettering yourself, if you are working on yourself, you are doing something right. Keep going. You are on the right path. Okay, and this is what I mean by how everything changes. Like, I used to watch solely entertainment things on YouTube. Dude Perfect, right? Not that there's anything wrong with Dude Perfect, but Smosh, right? When I started watching YouTube, it'd be Smosh, Dude Perfect, PewDiePie, a lot of gaming stuff when I played video games. And again, nothing wrong with these things. It's all about how the process of life, you level up, you let go of more and more things. And when you have a spiritual awakening, you are going to let go of so many things. And a common misconception is that those things that you used to like and used to enjoy are now bad and you can never enjoy them again. No, it's not like that. It's just that you are ascending, you are growing, and you are letting go of more and more things as you grow and as you go along, right? I noticed this along my journey. So what else is going to change when you have a spiritual awakening? The people that you are around. This is huge. The people that you are around is going to change when you have a spiritual awakening. Okay? You will find when you have a spiritual awakening, you cannot be around certain people. They just bring you down. And again, it's not that they're bad people. It's not that they're trying to bring you down and they're trying to lower you. It's that you are changing on a vibrational level. Literally, you're not on their wavelength, right? It's a saying that goes around how, you're not on my wavelength, right? Or you're on somebody's wavelength. That's literally how it is. Like, your energy, frequency, and vibration is everything. And when you have a spiritual awakening, like I said earlier, your energy is rising. Your energy is rising up. And you're going to find that you cannot be around certain people that you used to be around. I let go of friends. We have to let go of so many people in our life. And no shame, no hate to them. All love, no shame, no hate to anybody. Right? I love everybody. I'm not going to judge anybody. I'm not going to say you're lower than me. You're not as spiritual as me. What's wrong with you, right? No. See, along my earlier journey, when I was first starting to wake up, I kind of used to think this way, like, I'm better than everyone. I'm eating healthier than you. I'm doing all these things. But no, I'm not better than anyone. We are all humans. We are all the same at the end of the day. We are all humans, and we should all respect and love each other no matter what. No matter where you are in life, no matter what point along your journey you're at, we gotta respect each other. We gotta love each other no matter what. That's where it's at. This unconditional love and unconditional acceptance. It's another thing that changes when you have a spiritual awakening. You see, when you have a spiritual awakening, your heart opens up. Your heart opens up so much, and you are going to begin to have more unconditional love and more unconditional acceptance in your life. You will begin to love everything. You will begin to have more love towards the animals, towards the trees, towards nature, right? You're going to have more love towards everything around you, and you're also going to start accepting everything around you. You're going to start accepting the people around you more. You're going to start accepting the circumstances that you find yourself in, because you realize this life is a story. This life is a journey, and everything is perfect. You know, when you have a spiritual awakening, you realize that everything is perfect. There is nothing that you have to change. There is no person that you have to try and be like. There is nothing you have to try and become. You already are. You already are you. All you have to do is be you and express yourself, right? All you have to do is be you and express yourself. It's part of the spiritual journey, how everything changes. Absolutely everything is going to change in your life when you have a spiritual awakening. And it's all about the energy. It's all about the energy. On an energetic level, you are rising, you are going up, you are changing so much. The people you used to be around, you can't be around them. The food you used to eat, that's another big thing. You'll find when you have a spiritual awakening that you cannot eat the food that you used to eat. You can't eat processed foods. You can't eat all these foods that you used to eat, that used to give you pleasure, that used to give you fulfillment, right? I used to eat so many foods that were delicious, right? Goldfish, Oreos, snacks, all these wonderful things, right? All these processed foods. And I realized I gotta eat real food from nature. I am a being from nature, so why am I eating processed foods? It doesn't make sense. So that's another thing that's going to change when you have a spiritual awakening, the food that you eat, right? The food that you eat. And it's how we don't just eat from our mouths. We eat from our eyes, we eat from our ears. The music you listen to is going to change as well. I used to listen to a lot of rap music, a lot of cuss word music, stuff like that. And we all go through it. We all do it, right? At some point along our journey, we find the type of music. It's hip-hop, rap is the #1 genre on this planet. Like, it's crazy how big this genre is and how many teens and how many people listen to this music, right? And once I had a spiritual awakening, I started to listen to the natural frequencies. 432 hertz, 528 hertz. 528 hertz has had such a tremendous impact on my life. I can't even describe it, but check out 528 hertz. It is such an amazing frequency. But everything is going to change. The music you listen to, the frequencies that you are putting into your ears, it's going to change. Nothing is going to be the same after you have a spiritual awakening. It's all going to change. And I just want to tell you to allow this change in. If you're going through an awakening right now, if you're going through a spiritual awakening in your life, I want to tell you that it is completely normal. Allow this change in. Allow all these changes in. It's not going to be easy. You're going to go through things. You're going to have rough times. Letting go. It's not going to be easy, but you are ascending. Always remind yourself that you are ascending. You are growing, and you are becoming the person that you are meant to be. It's all perfect. There is nothing you have to change. There is nothing you have to try and do. All you have to do is enjoy this experience. You have to enjoy and allow this experience to happen. And then you realize that life is a gift. Life is a gift. There is so much to enjoy. There is so much to be grateful for out here. Why am I complaining? There is no reason to complain because everything is perfect. Everything is absolutely perfect. So thank you all so much for tuning in to this message. These are some changes you can expect when you're having a spiritual awakening. All these things I'm talking about, there's so much more to talk about. I could talk about this all day. More videos to come on the spiritual awakening. I'm hoping I can help you guys if you're going through it, because when I was going through it, watching content like this really helped me. So thank you for tuning in. I love all of you guys. Like this video so more people can see this video. Comment down below what you are thinking about the spiritual awakening. What kind of changes are you going through in your own life? Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Go and join my Patreon, link in the description, and go and buy my crystals, Freedom Vibes crystals on Etsy. Thank you all so much for being here. I want you to have a beautiful day, and make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.